you will know that John and Terry Miller have now not heard from their daughter, Catie, in more than 4 weeks. She was last in touch with her mother by text on the morning of Tuesday, July 15th, and that afternoon, her phone record shows that she called a taxi. And the police say a cell phone that is related to this case has been found at the Dartmouth Sportsplex on the weekend, and really, that is about all the Millers know. In the last month, they have distributed missing posters like the one on your screen now all over the Halifax area and well beyond. And last night, a couple of hundred, maybe 300 people attended a vigil for Catie Miller at the Grand Parade in Halifax. Catie's dad, Dr. John Miller, is joining us here tonight. It's good of you to come.
Thank you very much for having me.
It occurs to me that this is surely every parent's worst fear. I have to ask how you're doing.
I'm taking it one day at a time. And I have to be honest, I've had a few good cries, and I'm relying on the training I received in the Army Reserves to analyze the situation and make a plan and move forward.
Tell us about your daughter. Tell us about Catie.
Well, I saw a little bit of Catie last week. My grandson Oliver came to visit for the afternoon. He's a man after my own heart. He's interested in trains, and we're doing a number of things, and he's just watching all the time, taking things in, and he's in sponge mode and absorbing it, and I thought, there is Catie.
He is Catie's son.
He's Catie's son, and that is exactly what she was like. She was smart, inquisitive, pleasant, and we couldn't ask for more.
You and Catie's mom heard from her the morning of the 15th of July, around 11 o'clock in the morning. At what point did you begin to get concerned when you were not hearing from her?
I was away on vacation, and Terry received that text that morning and became a little bit concerned when she couldn't contact Catie later in the day, and Catie had not been on Facebook and was not using the Netflix account that she had access to. Mm-hmm. And became more concerned the next a day or so later when Oliver's father tried to contact Catie, because usually she would respond to him because it would relate to Oliver. And so Terry went into the apartment on the weekend, and it appeared as if somebody intended to come back.
You said very early on, Dr. Miller, that Catie has had personal issues in her life, difficult ones. Right. She's dealt with depression and unemployment and issues of child custody. How is she lately with these issues?
I think she was under a certain amount of stress with that. I saw her near the end of June, was the last time I saw her face to face, and she was stressed at that time.
I take it from all that has been said that the little fellow, Oliver, is with his dad, not with Catie every day.
Right.
So how's he doing?
He seems to be scooting right along, yeah. Right. Yeah, he's doing well.
Catie's brother, your son, is a Toronto police officer.
Yes, it's been almost 5 years.
What does he make of all of this?
He's been trying to help as much as he can from there. He's finding it, I think, frustrating that he can't do more and that it's taking as long as it is, but it is what it is, and we have to wait until things unfold.
What do you make of this latest development, which we reported here last night, that a cell phone related to the case is now in the hands of the police?
Well, I said yesterday that this may be or it probably is the biggest piece of information we've received in 4 weeks. So that's positive. I was concerned that if she was separated from her phone, that may not be a good sign. On the other hand, she has lost her phone before.
Yeah. Is this her phone? Do we know if it's her phone?
We don't know that this is her phone. We are told that it's a phone that is related to the case. So it could be somebody else's phone that has some information about Catie on it.
Do you know of any other leads or tips that the police have had to go on? Any good, solid stuff?
No, I do not. They're just doing the regular piecework to try to get to the bottom of this.
There was, and we saw a moment ago, some images from the vigil last night.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
That was great. We had a small group of organizers that had just met last week, and they all did their part, and it came together, and I think it was a very enjoyable evening. I introduced or welcomed everybody by saying that we hope to have some solace from that occasion.
Did you get some, Dr.?
And I said at the end that I did feel better for having participated, and welcomed and thanked them all for coming. It was a great turnout.
A great many who were there, a great many who were not, are certainly hoping
Right.
the very best and thinking good thoughts for you. We'll put up the image again of Catie Miller, and if you have any information about Catie Miller, think back to the 15th of July, as you've said. Maybe that will trigger your memory. But this is Catie, and if you know where she is or think you may have seen her, call your local law enforcement. I know Dr. Miller will appreciate that. We appreciate your time.
All right, thank you very much.
We'll take a break, and we'll be back to continue in just a moment.